Do subscribe to Ekeeda channel and press bell icon to get updates about latest engineering, HSC and IIT JEE main and advanced videos.
Hello students, let us solve the next question, question number 25 of JEE Mains Physics paper 2016. Students, let us solve the next question, which is question number 25. A screw gauge, it is about a screw gauge that is having a pitch of 0.5 mm. You know that the pitch is the distance traveled by the traveled along the main scale when the the circular scale of the screw gauge completes one rotation. So in one rotation of circular scale, the advancement of the screw in the linear scale is called as the pitch. It is the distance between basically it is the distance between two threads. So it is the pitch 0.5 mm, and a circular scale division is 50. So there are 50. So this is starting from 0. So 1 2 1 2 10 like this, and here it is 50. So 50 is and 0 are in the same line. So there are 50 divisions in that circular scale, and one is the linear one, which is here, and you must have seen the screw gas that. Now this is used to measure the thickness of a thin sheet of aluminum. Before starting the measurement, it is found that when the two jaws of the screw gauge are brought in contact, when the jaws are in contact, when there is no job between the jaws are brought in contact, the 45th division, so there is an error introduced, zero error is there. The 45th division coincides with the main scale line. If this is the main scale line, then it says 45th division coincides with line. So circular scale is 45 number. Okay, so it is 45. Then we have got you rotate the screw like that, 0 1 2 3 and so on. So starting from 0, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 like. So that means the screw has already turned by that. If this turns by 5 divisions, then it is 45, because if I move it by, it will start from 1 2 3 4, and the 45th division of the circular scale means the zero error, negative zero error. It is a negative, it is a case of negative zero error, and that is minus of 45th division. We have to find that the error will be negative zero error is given by minus of the least count of the instrument multiplied by the this one, that is 5, because there are 50 divisions. So 50 minus that is coinciding is 45. This is 5. So the 5th division, this one is the zero error reading. Initially this was the length. This is the length which was actually the instrument is measuring this length. Whatever is the reading, it is always measure this length less than the actual reading. So the actual reading will be less by this amount. So this amount has to be added to the final reading. Now, if I want to find the least count of the instrument, least count of screw gauge is given by pitch divided by the total number of circular scale division, which is 0.5 mm divided by 50. So if I multiply 2 and 2 here, it's 10 here. So this is 1 by 100. This is 1 by 100 mm, that is 0.01 mm. So this is 0.01 mm because this is 5 by 10, that is half, and 2 into 50 is 100, 1 upon 100 is 0.01 mm. So the least count of the instrument is 0.01, so negative zero error reading is 0.01 least count into 5, that is, this is minus, so it is minus 0.05 mm. So the instrument is for any given measurement, the instrument is measuring this length lesser than the actual value. So this length has to be added, this amount, 0 is always subtracted, so that means this magnitude has to be added to the final reading. The reading of the instrument, okay, let me read the question. The 45th division coincides with the main scale line, and that 0 of the main scale line, then after that 0 of the main scale line is barely visible. So this is the error. What is the thickness of the sheet if the main scale reading is 0.5 mm and the 25th division coincides with the line? Now the reading of the instrument is main scale reading plus circular scale reading plus the or you can write that plus the magnitude of a negative zero error, or you can write that this is main scale reading plus circular scale reading minus of the zero error, minus of the negative zero error. Main scale reading is given as 0.5 mm plus circular scale reading is LC least count into, it can say that 25th division coincides is 25 minus of minus 0.05 mm. So all are in mm. This is 0.5, I am not writing mm now, and this is 0.01 into 25 plus 0.05, whole thing are in mm. So this is 0. Now this if I multiply this with this, it's 0.25. So 0.5 plus 0.25 plus 0.05. So you have how much this comes out to be, and 7, 8, probably 8. This is 5.25, 0.75. This is 0.75 plus 0.05, so it is 0.8 mm is the answer, that is 0.80. If you see that, then 0.80, so option number 2 is correct. So this is how you find the reading. You can see that you can also check that if the division is something else, then always you have to remember that this has to be from the total. The division is suppose 100 and this is 45th division coincides, then it will be 55 you have to take. You have to multiply with 55 here with the least count to get the zero error reading. So zero error reading is always subtracted. So it is a negative zero error. It can also be a positive zero error. In that is to be subtracted. So the number has to be minus here because this has to be subtracted. This being positive zero is becoming positive. So this has to be finally subtracted. So the basic idea is that if you have an error, if the instrument is measuring more than initial value is more than the zero error, that is no zero error, then that number has to be subtracted, and if that is called zero correction, and if the reading with the start is that it is measuring less, that is to be added. So that is what you have to do. So you take the negative zero error or positive zero error with sign and then subtract the value from the sum of the main scale reading and circular scale reading. Okay, so thank you.